G'day everyone, Keith Drain from huntandShoot.com.au here, and today I'm here with Brian from Winchester, Australia. We're at SHOT Show. What have you got in your booth this year, mate?
Plenty. Well, hello everyone. Style Man Liquor with a new range of tactical stuff as well as the hunting side of things. Browning, CZ, Lamba, Browning Squat, a popular one this year with new 725 under and over.
Yeah.
And of course the A-Box, which is in the second year of the special pricing program that we've been running with Browning. So 725's over there if you want to go over there and have a look at that.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
That one. This is the core range of Browning shotguns that we now do. New model in particular is the new 725. So that's a pre-production sample that we got. Australia was one of the first ones that we actually we got a pre-production of that to have a look at before the rest of the world did. Comes in a sporter and in a hunter version. 30-inch barrels at this stage. Browning are producing their 32-inch barrels in around about a month's time. So whole new action, different trigger system, different width in action, different height in action, different barrels, different choking system. It's a whole new gun.
Excellent. So what's the price range? Like if someone wanted to get base level to top of the
in Browning, that 725. Look, at base level with Browning, we started the Satori Sporter, which is Invector Plus 3-inch chambered gun, so you can use 3-inch steel through it. It'll start at around about $18.95 to sort of $19.50 dollar mark. Then we go up into the GP Sporter, which is probably one of our most popular guns. Going back 3 years ago, that was a retailing at $3,500 gun. So it's now going at about $23,000, $24,500.
Wow.
Extendable chokes, cased 3-inch chambers again, adjustable triggers, full sporting gun. So a guy that wants to go out and shoot clay targets, once or twice a month, but also wants to hunt, that's the perfect gun for him to use. Of course, the 725 is more orientated along the sporting clays market.
Yep.
It's a true sporter. It's going to be at around about $29.95. So in theory, we've got a sub $2,000 gun, a mid $2,000 gun, a just under $3,000 gun, and then of course you can get up into the ultra prestigious all the way to the B25, which is in the cabinet there, and they're around about $19,000.
Wow.
So
a lot of money for a shotgun, isn't it?
It's a lot of money for a shotgun, but
and where is the money with an expensive gun like that? Where does the money go?
Well, in the case of the B25, they're a Belgian-made firearm.
Yeah.
So they've been produced in Belgium for nearly 60 or 70 odd years. They're a completely handmade gun from start to finish. With a billet of steel and 2 tubes. The guy does it from start to finish. Engraving, you can get them with up to 200 or 300 hours worth of engraving on them.
Yeah.
So when one little guy sitting there with a chisel having a crack, it takes.
And obviously the quality of the walnut and whatnot.
The timber, it starts at B or C grade or D grade timber and go to how deep your pockets are. So every shotgun shooter appreciates a really nice piece of walnut, and of course those types of guns have that type of walnut on them.
So you launched new safes last year, was it?
Yeah, we've been dabbling in safes for a little while, just trying to get our range mixed pretty well right.
Yeah.
We've got 6 gun, 8 gun, 12 gun, 26 gun, 27 gun. Up to the Browning safes, which are 56 guns, weigh out 600 kilos. So we've pretty much got whatever your requirements are with a safe from start to finish. So this is the Supreme 26. It's a fire-rated safe. It's probably it's the flagship in the Winchester range. Once you want to go a little bit bigger than this, you're into the Browning series safes, which, as I said, they go from 27 up to 56.
Right. And what's the sort of retail price on something like this?
Around about $2,200.
Yeah.
So it's a small investment when you think about how many firearms people have.
Yeah, and how many thousands of dollars.
How many thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
plus the heartache if, God forbid, something happened to your house and you caught on fire as well, those lines.
Yeah.
At least you're giving everything a chance. I'd hate to go through the paperwork and rigmarole of insurance claims for firearms.
Exactly that, and obviously over 150 kilos, so you can just sit
it
down and
you
wait.
don't have to bolt it down. Come on skids, so as far as getting it to and from your retailer, the trailer will no problems whatsoever.
Excellent.
Model 70s have come back in a big way. Basically, they've got a standardised range now of Model 70s. They've just about replaced everything that they used to produce at the old US Repeating Arms Corporation with the new facility, which is at in South Carolina, which is FMNI.
So the last one was in New Haven, is that correct? Yeah.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
That facility was shut down. It was a very old facility. It was quite outdated, and it was purchased by Browning about 2 years ago. A while ago, but it was shut down for about 2 years. And then FMNI, which is Fabrique Nationale Militaire Incorporated, it's a military facility where they designated part of that facility just to make Model 70s. So Model 70s, obviously your featherweights, extreme all weathers, classic LT Sporters, which I don't have one at the moment, Safaris, always been a popular gun, 375 H&H, 416s, 458s. The Buffalo guys and those big game guys, they love that sort of stuff. Lever actions came back in around about 2 years ago. It took us a little while to get them out of the US, simply because the demand in the US for a lever action was huge. They're now produced in the Moroku facility. Been a great gun, sold quite a lot of them, quite a few different versions of them, trappers, long barrels, short barrels, everything they used to produce, they've redone again.
Yeah, it's really good to see both those models of firearm be remade. Like, it was a few years when they stopped making them, it was almost an end of the dynasty, and they didn't know whether or not they were going to make them again, so it's really good to see the Model 70 and the 92 living and breathing once more.
Look, even the 3030, it's a calibre that we've only just started to receive very, very small shipments of. The problem, once again, is the dealer network is purchasing those guns as fast as we can bring them in, and it's been hard to keep the stock levels up. But it's something we're just going to keep bringing them in, keep selling them. You guys keep shooting.
Excellent.
So. Around the other side there is your A-bolts and your X-bolts. I'll show you those.
Yeah, let's go have a look at them. Alright, so we've got the Brownings here, mate.
Yep, so you would have been pretty familiar with the advertising campaign we've been doing with the A-bolt rifles. Pretty much Browning produce those guns for us on a once-a-year basis. So we bring in the Hunter version, a stainless stalker version, and a composite stalker version of those three, with a calibre mix through the whole lot of them. They've been very, very well received. Basically, the first shipment of those firearms that came in were sold straight away. This year we've done it a little bit differently. Instead of getting one lot of firearms per year, we've managed to get them split over a little bit longer period of time. So hopefully we'll have them in stock in different calibres over a longer period of the year. So everyone's deer seasons are different across the states. So it's rifles nowadays. Look, they used to be a specialist season. They're now pretty much all year round. There's guys out there shooting 223s, and there's guys out there shooting 30-06s on deer, whether they're in Victoria and in New South Wales or Queensland.
So what can you tell us about your CZ line?
Well, everyone knows the old CZ Bruno. They've been around for many, many years.
Everyone loves it.
They do. Look, basically the CZ line is continuing on as it's been for the last 5 to 10 years. 452 is still going to be available for all the dealers. 455 is the newer model. It's basically it's an easier version for CZ to produce in a timely manner.
A switch barrel as well.
Yep, it's a switch barrel. So if you want to change that, you will be able to change that in the gun. We've got some models coming in probably about 2 months' time. A great shooter one, which will be 455 special, so a classic American stock, Beechwood stock. They'll come in a 22 long rifle and a 7 HMR barrel in the package with the magazine. So you'll have 2 calibers basically for the price of one. They'll be retailing at around about $8
And how hard is it? I did a CZ455 review, but he's only had the barrels on the gun. How hard is it to change a barrel on one of them?
It's quite easy, just under your two main action screws, bring it out of the stock. We've got 2 little grub screws, under the grub screws, and your barrel will come out. It's basically swage. It's basically, I suppose on all of those. Taper going back in with your screws which hold those 2, hold the barrel in.
Excellent, and then there's no worrying about
Nothing along those lines because you're not mucking around with that into the gun. So, and by all reports too, a lot of people are giving us feedback that the 4.55 is shooting actually better than the 4.52. Hard to believe, yes.
I mean, I found it shot as well as my 4.52 at home, and you know, it's I would probably have interchanged the 4.52 or 4.55.
We're bringing those guns in the 4.55, so you'll have the choice of 22 long rifle at 7 HMR and 22 long rifle at 22 Magnum.
So you got the 42 Max?
Yeah, well, everyone will know what the 42 has. It's been running for a little while now. 42
Hey Chris,
in yeah, look, your 42 has been very, very well received. 42 in PowerPoint, 42 in subsonic. We've also introduced some new loads which we've done in conjunction with obviously Woodley and Sierra. So we now load in a large game in a Woodley protected point, 308 130 grain and a 308 180 grain.
Right.
Very, very popular load. The Woodley projectiles, as we know, they're an awesome projectile. They shoot extremely well. And we've also got the Varmint Special, which is 5 grain Sierra.
Yeah, excellent. And all of these hammers are Aussie made too.
Aussie made, yeah, right, made in Geelong. So we keep the boys in the warehouse and the factory's pretty busy down there. The quality control department also keeps themselves quite busy. So. Yeah,
excellent.
Not a lot of people realise just how much ammunition we do produce.
How much do you produce? Is there a rough number that you...
We obviously load shot shell in Geelong, all your Australian-made field loads, so Bushman Ranger, Super X, Double X Magnum, some target loads, centerfire. It's pretty well. There's quite a lot. There's about 65 employees down there, so it's quite a substantial.
Big operation.
A big operation.
Excellent. And you guys would be the only ammunition manufacturers left in Australia too?
We're certainly the only manufacturer with rimfire in Australia.
Yeah.
There are some other shot shell manufacturers in Australia, but predominantly we're still the biggest.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Brian. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, no worries at all.
I think we've given everyone a good look over the booth this year, and we'll see you next time.
No, for sure.
Cheers. Thank you very much.